Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back with Jaywith and I'm in the Jean Bart. And we've got like the perfect map for the Jean Bart. Like, I'm not even kidding. This map is ridiculously good for a Jean Bart. Because we get to get all of our firepower at the front and you don't really get flanked. But with all of that being said, we're going to showcase the Jean Bart, and not just the ship, but a very underrated aspect of the game, which is called map awareness. I know, it's crazy. That little thing up in the top left corner isn't just for show. There's actually uses for it. And we're going to go over that in this one. So hopefully you guys are ready. Let's get into it. Now, obviously, as I've already demonstrated or already mentioned, the Jean Bart, perfect for this map. It literally is perfect for this map. You get to go in, put yourself bow into everybody at closer ranges so your accuracy isn't the worst. Up close and personal, the Jean Bart is nasty, okay? Now, obviously, you got to worry about your guns getting knocked out because everybody knows that you can blow the guns off of these things pretty easily. So, keep that in mind. But, having that in mind, paying attention to what's going on the map, huge, okay? Watch what we're about to do. First of all, our destroyer's going in. We're spotted right off the bat. We've got a Brandenburg here. He's angled in slightly. We're going to rush a shot because you miss all the shots you don't take. Maybe not the best shot, but if we even get a little bit of damage off of him, that'll be worth it. And we do. We get 4,400 damage. One full penetration, one overpen. Doesn't look like we did any damage to him, but we did. Now, obviously, we didn't use our reload booster. Indianapolis comes out here, and he is just begging for it. He's angled. He is absolutely begging for it. He has overextended without realizing it, and we're going to punch him right in the mouth. Now, first shot didn't do so well, but we get that reload booster, so guess what? We're going to do it again. And we knew torpedoes were likely to be coming, and this time, we don't get a very good result either. But the good thing about me and my build is I have a very fast reload anyway. Now, Fletcher's thinking about popping out in front of me. He stops, he goes back forward, but it's too late. He's going to eat a torpedo anyway. So we go ahead and shoot the Indianapolis a third time. And this time we get a much better salvo, but he's still very lucky to not be citadeled here. I don't know why this Indy is still alive, but, you know, it just goes that way sometimes. He's literally stopped broadside in front of a freaking Jean Bart. He's not having a good time. And now that he's bow tanking me, it's still not going to do any good for him because I just overmatch him. And so we know he's dead. We go ahead and hit him. Now we've got a King George on our right, and he's not alone. He's a King George and a cruiser over there. I want to say it's the Russian cruiser, but I could be wrong. But either way, oh nope, I lied, it's a Cleveland. It's a Cleveland, we can see him. Hi Cleveland, how are you? Take the shot. It's another reflex shot, but look at that, almost solely horizontal dispersion, and we get a very good result out of it. Now, we do kind of throw ourselves into a problem here. Probably should have held that damage con for a little bit longer while we can still be shot by HE. I mean, Brandenburg's HE shells from their secondaries reaching out over the top of the island, which showcases one of the only strengths that the German secondaries have over the Americans. The American secondaries are much more accurate. However, they do not have those high firing angles. But the Brandenburgs, they can fire those secondaries right over the top of the island. Now you can see here, I'm going to take another one of those shots, and obviously we don't have the firing arc to go over that island. Probably should have looked to my right, shot that Cleveland. Again, map awareness, right? That's what this is all about. But again, showcasing, you know, sometimes you get tunnel visioned on targets of opportunity, and you're looking at a broadside battleship that's very dangerous. You want to try to take it out. And you miss other opportunities. Now, that being said, we're going to continue reversing. Why? Because we have a gap in the islands here, and they are all pushing. We got two Brandenburgs to an Alabama, all pushing out this direction. So we don't want to leave these guys alone. We've got to help our team. We've got quite a number of ships, but we are in a position of a crossfire. Again, paying attention to the map. Look at this crossfire we're about to have on this Alabama. We take the shot. Front gun actually hits the island. Our rear turret actually gets through, though, and we finish him off. Now, obviously, we're about to have our reload booster back in about 30 seconds, so a couple more reloads, we're gonna be able to use that booster. And we have a broadside Brandenburg. Again, map awareness, paying attention to where people are heading on the map, getting into positions where you can absolutely punish their broadside. That's what it's all about, being a battleship. And these two Brandenburgs, I mean, we're showcasing it right here of why you've got to pay attention to what's going on the map. These guys have zero map awareness. Now you can see I can't hit him, so rather than shoot at him, we shoot at the other Brandenburg who's slightly angled away, but we go for the upper side plating and the superstructure. We get a couple of penetrations. Not a lot of damage, but we do use that reload booster. Can't quite hit the Boise, so we go ahead and focus the Brandenburg again, this time aiming for a little bit further forward, and we get a better result out of this one, 11,500 damage. Now, obviously, these guys have made huge mistakes. They've already thrown away one Brandenburg, and now everybody's going to be focused on this Brandenburg. And he's broadside to everybody except me, essentially. He's slightly angled to me, but French magic bullets don't care if you're angled or not. We're going to rake that superstructure for ridiculous amounts of damage. That one wasn't the greatest shot. I think it was like 6,000, 7,000, something like that. But you'll see here in a moment, we take another shot at his superstructure. We get a better dispersion roll, and as long as we get a couple of these shells, you can see the damage that we can get. Now, obviously, he got hit by somebody else right before we did, but we got 2 full penetrations on his superstructure. So that's those French magic bullets coming in for you. They almost always get full pins on American and German superstructures. It's disgusting. It's not uncommon for a Jean Bart or a Richelieu to put up, you know, 15k or 20k salvo on an American or German battleship superstructure. It's disgusting. So keep that in mind. You can do a lot of damage to superstructures, especially if people have been broadside to everybody and lost most of their hit points that way, because that means their superstructure is still very healthy. So an easy way to finish them off. Now obviously you see me looking at Boise. Don't really have a shot, but I know that once he's headed back towards, you know, his spawn point. He's the only ship left on this side of the map. And if I can just get one good shot out at him, this American light cruiser will get absolutely blapped. So we go ahead, we wait till we think we've got the right auto aim, and we adjust it slightly, take the shot, and fire and forget. Now, obviously, J-With has been with me this entire time. He's in the Ochakov. And we do actually hit the Boise out there. And he turns away to avoid any potential further salvos, even though we're not shooting at him anymore. Now, King George here, I know I overmatch him. He's a tier 6 battleship. I know he's got a 25mm bow. I know that I have 15-inch guns. So I overmatch, I can punch right through his bow. And he proves me wrong with the fact that I get 3 ricochets. Now, what happened? I probably got a bad roll of RNG where the shells mostly hit his belt armor. But it's fine. Because the closer we get, the less likely that is to happen, especially if he decides to be stupid and go broadside on in front of me at 8 kilometers. Yeah, that's not going to go well for you as we pick up our Confederate. That's when the destroyer also starts shooting at us. Now, J-With and I are both communicating here, and we're coming up with a plan. I'm going to go right around the island. J-With is going to go left around the island. I take another shot to further reduce the HP of that guy, and we take another 10 to 12k off of him, somewhere in that neighborhood. It was 9,000 something plus like 1,300, so it's over 10k. But I'm going to go to the right. He's going to go to the left. I'm actually supposed to go for the destroyer in my next shot, and he is supposed to go for the battleship with his torpedoes. That's the goal. So we've come up with the plan. Now we just got to execute it. Again, this is map awareness. We know that the mass was over here, or the moss was over here, because we saw him pop up, we paid attention, and we logged him. And we blap him with the first shot. Obviously, we don't have a reload booster. You can see J-With is actually trying to help finish him off real quick, even though it's not necessary. I mean, I'll be loaded pretty quickly. That's the beauty of my build for the Jean Bart, man. It's pretty fast. It's not the fastest you can get on this thing. Mine is like 19 seconds. But you can actually get this thing all the way down to like a 17.1. But as we finish him off, J-With already torped the King George and managed to get away from there. And we get a nice little flyby of both of us avoiding a collision here. But it's just good teamwork, man. Planning ahead, paying attention to what's going on around you, and making plans to affect them as much as possible. Now, obviously, I could have done that solo as well. And so could have J-With. J-With could have easily pulled that off solo as much as I could have. So it's just all about knowing where people are and putting yourself in a position to make them pay, essentially. Okay, 128,000 damage, not the highest damage game, but another 4-kill game, Confederate, high caliber. You know, it's going to be a solid game overall. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.